What are the objectives of yoga? Objectives of yoga on the physical level, when we see, it is about slowing down your breath, relaxation at mental and emotional level, sharpens intellect, and increases your willpower. Okay, so nowadays when we see that application of yoga has been done more on the muscular level, okay, because we perform lot of asana. For most of us, yoga is about performing asana, right? We say I'm doing yoga, but what do we do when we say I go to yoga class? I'm not going there to understand what is yoga. What I go and do, I go and perform asana there. Okay, that is yoga. This is our understanding. So we apply yoga on the muscular level more. Muscular level means what? Your physical body. Okay, at your gross body level. But when we are performing the yoga on our body, what do we get? We get deeper relaxation. As far as our gross body is concerned, we say, I'm feeling nice after doing asana, right? So why do we feel nice? Because our muscles are getting stretched, contracted. The effect of yogasana is seen on your physical body. That's why you feel relaxed. Then again on your pranic level, where your breathing is involved. Okay. So what do you do when you are in asana or after asana? Most of us, we do pranayama practices, right? So what does that mean? That you are trying to regulate the pranic energy within you. Now, does the breath and prana mean same? No. Breath and prana are two different things. Prana is the vital energy in you. Okay. So one has to understand that whatever regularly we breathe, that is not pranayama. Okay. When we try to control our breath in certain patterns or certain techniques, it becomes pranayama. Okay. So what does that give? That gives you slowing down the breath and balance the breath. Okay. After you practice yoga, after you practice pranayama, it gives a deep relaxation on your muscular level. Second, it slows down your breath and it relaxes you. Okay. If you will observe, you ran for some time and you have come back, what happens to you? Your breathing gets up. Why? Because your heart rate goes up. Okay. Slowly, steadily, when your heart rate becomes normal, then your breathing also becomes normal. Or when you're fighting with somebody, or you're shouting at somebody, automatically your breath level goes up. It becomes very erratic. Okay? You're panting when you're shouting, you're screaming at somebody, when you're fighting with somebody, your breathing pattern changes, right? And when you're quietly sitting, keeping your eyes closed, and you're with yourself, you'll observe that your breaths are more deeper and longer, right? So what does that mean? That breath is followed by how your mind feels. When you will start studying yoga slowly and slowly ahead, you will understand these things, because these all comes from the ancient texts where they have written chale vatam chale chittam. So how your mind works, your breath also works like that. It follows. If you are in anger, if you are in a fighting mood, your breathing becomes very erratic and it becomes very shallow. But when you're at peace with yourself, your mind is calm, that time your breathing also becomes very quiet. Okay, then they deepen, they become long. And on mental level, how does this affect? It increases your creativity and willpower. Okay, so if your mind is calm, your breaths are soft, of course you are going to be more creative in your work, because you can give your 100% to your work. Okay. And this is going to increase your willpower. That, okay, I want to do this and I can do this and I will do it. Okay. These three things happen with you. Okay, I want to do it, I will do it, and I can do it. Okay. So these things happen only with the regular practice of yoga, that you believe in yourself. You start feeling that, like how Mercy said in the beginning, that she has been doing all these things, so many multiple tasking she is doing in her career. And then she decided, no, that I can do this. Okay.
Yeah.
So this has increased your willpower towards learning yoga. Okay. In spite of having multiple things in your life, still you want to do it. You want to dedicate your time to yoga. That means this is your willpower to study it. Okay. Then on the emotional level, it enhances the happiness and it balances your emotional level. Okay. So when your mind is calm, your breaths are okay, your willpower becomes good. What happens? Emotionally also you become strong. Because most of the time, as a human, we all are emotionally not very good. Emotionally, we all are very weak. Why? Because we are attached to every small thing in our life around us, and every small relation, every small feeling, so much so that we are nowadays forget about relationships, but we are attached to our immaterial, like, things or materialistic things also. Like my computer, my phone, though we don't want to give it to anybody. We are so attached with our phones, right? So on emotional level, you become very balanced when you perform yoga. Last is intellect level. So intellect, of course, it sharpens your intellect. Why? How it is going to sharpen your intellect? Because when your mind is calm, again and again, I'm repeating this because it should get in your mind that yoga is not about performing asana. Yoga is not about reducing 2 kgs of weight, but yoga is about controlling your mind. Okay. Yoga is about keeping your mind calm. So if your mind is calm, your breath is calm. Your breath is calm, your willpower is strong. Your willpower is strong, of course, your intellect becomes sharpened. How? Because then you know what is right and what is wrong. What is intellect? To know what is right, what is wrong. That you are able to discriminate. If some situation comes in front of you, you know that, okay, I have to follow this path. This is right path. So this is your intellect. What in yogic language we call as Viveka. So this comes to you. Okay. So these are the aims and objectives of yoga.